Hi guys, it's Polish Fuze here, and welcome to another episode of EPD, that's Electronics, Programming and Design. In the second episode of this series, we're gonna learn how to design your own 3D printable battery holder. Let's get right in.
It's your host, Polish Fuze.
Okay guys, so first things first, I drew a sketch of the battery, so it's just a circle, because this is just a mock-up. Then I extruded it, and I just took the measurements exactly from the name, as the cell name stands 18650, so it's 18 millimeters diameter, 650 I don't know, tens of millimeters. It's basically 65 millimeters tall. And yeah, this is how I got this battery. Then I quickly, I'm gonna hide this, or maybe leave the battery alive for now. I then quickly drew a piece of caps. One would be, or two caps. One would be for the top, one would be for the bottom. Then I used a function called revolve to make nice circular caps. One of them is taken red color because I changed their appearance later, just to make them stand out. Then I extruded some additional, you can see it here, some additional pieces so that they would have a straight edge on the bottom. And I've also cut away this piece of plastic that's not needed here. Next, I sketched out it is a not needed sketch. Oh, sorry, my 3D printer just started printing the second copy of this, because I have one right in front of me, and it's very springy. I'm gonna show you why it's important in a while. Yeah, I moved the bit in a bit, and I'm gonna hide this. And then I got on to sketching the battery, or the enclosure itself. I'm gonna hide everything. And basically what this is a giant spring, because there is a top part of the spring and the bottom part of the spring, and they're both connected, or they're connected by a spring, and they act, because it's a bit too small, they add tension so that electrical contacts that we're going to add some place for later make good contact. Yeah, so now let's get back to our bodies. I won't turn on the battery because it's not important right now. So yeah, I extruded it. Let's hide this sketch. I extruded this part, and I combined these two. It's not really important. Then I moved these two parts a bit in, just a bit more, because I realized that this was, 1 millimeter was a bit too little, so I added a millimeter extra. So now the distance between them should be 63 millimeters, 63 and a half even. Nope, not really a problem. And now I've added a sketch of a groove inside of this part. Then I extruded it with just a groove inside. Second thing on the bottom part. Then I added some nice fillets on all of the parts. Then I combined everything and got all the red color. Sorry. Then I sketched out a let's say space saving feature, or material saving feature. I extruded it out, which is just a block for now. Then I added a plane that's in the middle of this shape, or of this holder. I mirrored the brick, combined them by cutting them away, and added an inside fillet to make sure that it's all rounded. And yeah, that's basically everything. So if you want to, I made one bad thing. No. Okay, but yeah, if you'd like to make this for a different kind of battery, because I'm gonna add this file and a few more, two Thingiverse posts in the description. This time they all work because our pen and SD card and micro SD card and pen drive holder didn't really work. It only works as a pen drive holder, but that's not really great because you can only put in pen drives, and in a few of the slots you can also put in as micro SD cards, but SD cards are definitely not going inside. I'm gonna try to design a more sophisticated one, but hopefully just as beautiful one in the future. Sorry. And yeah, so if you'd like to make your own battery enclosure, just follow the same steps. Remember, Fusion is pretty, cheap. It's free of charge. I was experimenting with a few features, but they don't really work out. But realistically, you can just stay at this point or this point and just have everything stay there. I also, in one of the modules, I added a hole for mounting it with zip ties, for example. So you can add a lot of features to this. You can even, like, for example, make a hole in the back of these contacts, and then you can have a way to basically route cables through the back of this. Yes, so if you'd like to make any battery, just first make a mock-up of it in this kind of enclosure, let's say. Just make a mock-up of it, then subtract like 1 or 2 millimeters from the contacts, from the length of the contacts or in between the contacts. Make a sketch of a rectangle on the bottom, make a spring, and you're all done. Sorry for the notification. Oh, and also I wanted to show you how to make let's say thumbnails like I did. So basically here Fusion 360 has a lot of different workspaces. So it's model, patch, sheet, render, animation, simulation, cam, and drawing. All of them are useful, but I really like the render one, because here I can make beautiful thumbnails for my videos. I just click capture image. I use 4K, but you don't really need to. Enable anti-aliasing, custom, yep, okay. Yeah, I just add to, spring holder, spring full, PNG, not really need to change it. Yep, desktop, yep, select folder, save. The folder that I'm gonna upload to Thingiverse, all the content, so that you can see. So it's basically a photo plus. It's basically a photo plus 2 models that are that you can open in Repetier Host, for example, or any other slicing software. But I don't know why, but my Repetier Host doesn't like to have them imported all at once. You just need to give them in one by one. Oh, I double clicked. Yeah, so yes, here you can see the difference between the with holes and without holes, because in the version with holes I had to leave some extra space for the mounting holes to be there. But they're not really needed. But if you want them, I guess you can have them. They're not really needed at all, basically, because you're still going to have somehow get the battery inside of there, and you probably only are going to mount them on one side. But if you want to, you can have this. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it. Hope you've enjoyed it, hope you've learned a bit. If you like this kind of video, press like. If you'd like to see more, also press like, and maybe subscribe to stay up to date with all of my videos. If you'd like to see other types of videos, also subscribe, but comment what would you like to see. I am sure that I will take into consideration every single thing that you tell me to make a video about. So yeah, Hope you've enjoyed watching. Polish Fuze signing out. See you in the next episode.